Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me tonight. And hopefully, if you're there and you're typing inside, just give me a okay for the sound and enjoy this evening. You won't need too much this evening. It's a beginner's Ashtanga class, which just means we don't do a full Ashtanga practice. We do a good part of it, especially standing series, and a little bit of the seated as well. Hi, John. Good evening. Quite a nice day out today. Sun's just going down the background here. And I'm looking forward to getting started, which is going to happen in the next minute or so. Again, you won't really need any equipment come out of any of the postures at any time. Always think about going into a posture and being active, but not being overstrained. And that's the key. Go to somewhere that you can feel activity, feel stretch and strength and sensations without being overstrained today. So if you stand at the front of your mat, and we'll begin. As you stand at the front of your mat, just place your feet either together or hip width apart is usually a bit easier, even wider if you need. Hands start at the sides. You can feel the side seams. And then lift your shoulders up, breathe in, roll them back and pull them down. You gaze straight forward. Brace the belly button in a little bit. Squeeze the leg muscles, the bottom muscles. Just keep your gaze forwards and breathe in and out through your nose several times here. We always start with some kind of breathing practice. We're going to keep a smooth in and out breath through your practice tonight. Welcome your in-breath, drawing in strongly through your nose. Out-breath, still bracing the belly button, drawing it in a little at all times. Exhaling smoothly. Continue that inhalation and exhalation. If it's your first time, don't worry. Just do what you can. Take a deep breath in. Gentle breath out. As you breathe in next, lift up the arms above, reaching up. And as you breathe out, fingers set on the floor by bending your knees if needed. Inhale, lift your chest. It's called gazing pose. Step your right foot back through plank, left foot, and immediately lower down. Again, the easier beginner variation is to have the knees on the floor. Untuck the toes and roll the shoulders back. Pull them down. This little Cooper is just a light lift. The toes come under and we move to downward facing dog. Bend the knees. Send the shoulders away from the hands. Tilt the sitting bones high up towards the roof. And again, an easy beginner variation of downward dog is pedaling one leg at a time, side to side. Always pressing through your knuckles and fingers. Ashtanga, we usually hold this for around 5 breaths. Just breathing in and out through your nose. So you're going to look forwards at your hands. Step your right foot up. And then the left. This could be in one or multiple steps. Inhale to gazing pose. So lift your chest. Go on your fingertips. Lengthen your back. Then exhale and forward fold down. Inhale and rise overhead. Reach quite high up. And then bring the hands down by the side seams. Near your pockets again. Exhaling. Inhale, rise up. Doing 4 rounds of this sun salutation egg. Exhaling, folding down. Inhale, lift and lengthen in your gazing posture. And you can step the left foot and the right foot back. Again, use your knees if needed. You do this without the knees as well. Next variation, low cobra or a higher one, is simply pulling your shoulders back. Light assistance of the hands to arch more. Exhale as you move through downward dog. Again, if you find a bit of a struggle to hold downward dog, just pedal the legs. Otherwise, really push through the arms. Tilt the sitting bones up towards the sky. You can start to lengthen the legs provided your upper body stays in place. Couple more breaths. In and out slowly through your nose. So look forward, step up with that left foot. On the right. Inhale and lengthen, lift your chest. Exhale and forward fold. Inhale, rise overhead with your arms. Lift them up. And exhale, bring the hands to the sides. Start this again. Inhale, got 2 more rounds. Exhale to forward fold. Stomach on your thighs, bend the knees if needed. Inhale, lengthen your back, pull your shoulders down. And exhale, step back and lower down, all in one breath. Inhale, cobra. If you're more advanced in your practice, you could do upward dog and chaturanga. So this is the beginner practice. You can choose your options, whether you want to pedal this or hold. This is still too much for you at any time. You can lower your knees to the floor and just stretch your arms forwards. For most people, usually 9 out of 10 in a beginner's class or more, you need to bend your knees just to take pressure off the lower back and off the hands. Look forward, step to the top right and left foot. Inhale and lengthen, gazing posture, and exhale to fold down. Inhale, rise up, reach up, above, stretch both arms strongly into the air, then exhale the hands to the sides. Do this one more time. Inhale to rise. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to lengthen, gazing posture. Step the left foot, right foot back through plank, and exhale down. You can have the knees on the floor. It's a little bit easier than knees off the floor. Lower high cobra. Really use your shoulder blades, squeeze them back, pull them down, and then downward dog as you breathe out. Coming next. Try to hold that downward dog if you can, even if it's only a couple of breaths before you pedal or come down. Trying to build up endurance. Two more breaths. Look forward, lift those heels, step the left foot and the right to the front. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, sweep the arms up, above. And then exhale the hands to the sides. Just take a few breaths in this mountain posture, gazing forwards. Coming up is going to be Sun Salutation B. This has a little bit more moves in it than Sun Salutation A. Has chairs and warrior ones. So you just follow along. Take a deep breath in and out here first. Breathe in and sit back in the chair and lift your arms overhead. Breathe out, forward fold down. Fingers beside your toes, bend your knees if needed. And inhale and lengthen your back, gazing posture. Move through your plank. Exhale, moving down. Inhale up through to your cobra. And exhale, move back to downward dog. It's not very long here. So step your right foot forward between your hands. Put your back heel on the floor. So spin the back left foot out to the side a little. Bend the front knee. And come all the way up with your chest. And if possible, lift your arms above your head. Front knee bent. Hips and shoulders turning to the front of your mat. And then come all the way down. Lift the back heel for a plank. Step back through your plank, lower to the floor. Inhale, roll those shoulders back, open your cobra, and exhale, downward dog. Same thing on the left side. Step the left foot forward between the hands. Spin the right foot out a little bit, straighten the back leg, bend the front knee, and come up. If he's comfortable here, lift the arms, shoulders and hips forwards, front of your mat as you lift up. And then come all the way down. Lift the back heel up. Slide the foot back through a plank, lowering downwards. Don't crash to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, move back. Downward dog for 5 breaths. Enjoy. Either hold or pedal. If you find it too much, just knees on the floor. Stretch the arms forward in a puppy pose. So whichever variation you can do. It's always okay to ease off at any time. If you do this practice more, you can repeat this video if you want. Then you get more used to it. Take one more deep breath in and out. Look forwards. Step the right foot up. And the left. Inhale to gazing posture. Lengthen your back. Breathe in. And exhale, forward fold. Sit back through a chair. Lift your arms. Take your inhalation here. And exhale the hands at the side. Stand up through mountain. We immediately go again. Sit back with your hips. Lift the arms in your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Lift your chest, gazing posture. Left foot through your plank, and then your right foot, and move down to the floor. Roll the shoulders back, lower high cobra. Downward dog. Transitioning to warrior one. Step the right foot between the hands. Spin the left foot out a little bit. Place the heel on the floor. Bend the right knee so it's on top of the ankle. Lift the arms forward and up. Possible. And then all the way down. Set the back foot up for your plank. And lowering down. Pulling your shoulders back through your cobra. Open up. and move back to downward dog. So step your left foot forwards, bend the knee, turn that right foot out slightly, bend the front knee, top of the ankle, lift the arms up, turn the shoulders and hips to the front, reaching up. Exhale all the way down through your plank. Cobra and downward dog. Hold your downward dog. Take one more breath. Look forwards. Step that left foot up. And the right. Inhale, lengthen. This gazing posture. Exhale, forward fold. It's back through the hips. Lift your arms. Inhalation and exhalation as you stand up. And again, sit back and breathe in. And do this one more time. Exhale, forward fold, breathing out. Inhale, lengthen and lift your spine halfway. Step through your plank, lowering down again. If this gets too hard, just lower the knees. Inhale, lower high cobra. Could just be a small lift. Exhale, downward dog. Again, through these warrior ones. Step the right foot forwards. Position that back foot on the floor, bend the front knee. Reach your arms straight to the front of your mat. Lift your chest. Squeeze the muscles around your hips. Reach up. And now all the way down. Again, a cobra could be lower high. Downward dog. Exhaling. Left foot forwards. Position that right foot for your warrior one. The left side as you rise up. All the way down. Through your plank. To the floor. So you might feel a bit tired behind here. If you're not used to this style of practice, a lot of moves in it. Gets you quite warm. Hold your downward dog. 5 breaths. Brace the belly button. For most people, bend your knees so you can tilt the tailbone up to the roof. Push strong into your knuckles. So your shoulders lift up as your hips move back. 2 more breaths. Look forwards. Step to the front of your mat. Take multiple steps if needed. Inhale to gaze. And exhale to forward fold. Sit back with the hips, lift the arms. Inhale through chair. Exhale, stand up. Hands at the side. And relax. So you've done 4A and 3B sun salutations. We're going to move on to some of the other parts of the standing sequence next. Start the front of your mat. Put your feet hip width apart. The small space takes a bit of pressure off your back. Lift and spread your toes. Place your hands on your hips. Okay, as you breathe in, brace the belly button. Good. Start to move forward as you breathe out. Your fingers start to get trapped. You can bend your knees a little bit, slide the hands outside the legs, down, holding onto your calves, ankles or big toe. Straighten the arms, lift your chest like gazing posture. You need to have your stomach on your thigh. So either a straight or bent leg to get that. Bend the elbows out to the side. We're forward folding down towards the floor. And the head coming in towards the shins. Get the fold first. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. You're using your hands to pull yourself in the posture. As you breathe in, stay in place. As you breathe out, if it feels okay, lengthen the legs further, squeeze the muscles to the front of the thighs, drawing yourself further down and holding as you breathe deep. If it feels too intense, back off by bending the knees further for these last few breaths and enjoy. Inhale, lengthen the arms, lift your chest, bring your hands back to your hips. Slowly come up and exhale all the way to the top and bring the arms by the sides. This next move is going to be your triangle. If you're not quite sure, you can always watch a little bit first. Explain it as we go. You take a big step back with your right foot. Turn the left foot to the side of your mat, the right foot to the back of the room. Roughly your heels are in line or your heel on the arch of your foot. The body's facing the side, your hips and your shoulders. Open the arms. So you're going to reach forward past that right foot. Reach the back of the room. Tilt the hips. And then set the hand down the inside of the leg. You can be higher up or lower down. The arm can come up into the air towards the roof. If this feels too intense, you can lower the hand on the hip if needed. If you find anything in the shoulder, squeeze your thigh muscles, squeeze the muscles of the hips and breathe in. Trying to get a stretch at the side of the waist and the inner thigh as you breathe out. If you look down, it's always going to be easier on your neck than looking up. There's a few ways to do this posture. The sensations are easy to mild. You might be able to slide down further as you breathe out. You really got to engage the hips in these last few breaths. Come all the way up. You're in breath. Turn your feet the opposite way. That right foot pulls in onto the floor facing the side, the left foot towards the front. You reach forward towards and past that foot. The body is tilted to the side. Inhale, exhale down the inside of the leg. Always stay a little bit higher first than you need. Then as you breathe in and inhale, squeeze the muscles of the hips. It helps to thrust the hips into a position where they're not pushing back. As you exhale, if you find it mild to easy, start to go down further. Again, that hand can either be in the hip or in the air. Take one more deep breath. Come all the way up. Release the arms. Just turn the feet the opposite direction again. Spin that left heel and foot in. The right foot to the back of the room. I'm going to reposition this back foot for what's called revolve triangle. So you're going to step it in a little bit And really turn the left hip towards that right toe at the back. So your whole body, instead of facing the side, faces the back here. Okay? And from this point, your right hand on your lower back, left arm forwards, the hinge forward a little bit, push the hips back, lean a little bit forwards first. Hold, the left arm comes across the outer right thigh and twist the whole body to the right side. You're revolving into the leg and twisting the right shoulder towards the roof. Look down at your front toe. If this feels comfortable, push the hips further back as you slide down more. If your back rounds and the shoulder on the right side tilts towards the floor, just come up again and reopen your chest. Another 3 breaths here as you hold. Gain sensations without heavy strain. Come all the way up. Hopefully you just weren't about to fall over. Turn your feet the opposite way. So spin your feet around into the center and the opposite side. Feet are now facing the front of the mat. Left hand your lower back. Right arm forwards. Hinge a bit your hips. Push your hips back. Lean forward with your chest just a little bit. Should still feel comfortable. Stay up high. Twist into that leg, twisting to the left. Hand the outer thigh. Roll the shoulder. Left side back to the spine towards the roof. Right shoulder towards the floor. Brace your belly button to protect the lower back. And if you look down, a bit easier in your balance and trying to turn to look up. Doesn't matter if you're near the floor or if you're up high. One more breath. Come up and breathe in. Release the arms, step forwards and breathe out. Just roll those shoulders up, down and back. Stand the mountain pose. Take a few deep breaths. Might have felt some warmth around your hips and stretching deep in the legs. So I'm going to step that right foot back. Again, you start at the front of your mat. Big step back with the right foot. Turn the left foot to the side of the mat and the right foot to the back. I'm going to try and lengthen the stance out a little bit more than what you did for your triangle. The shoulders and hips still face the side of your mat here, not to the front. You're going to bend in to that right knee and push it out to the right side. Set the forearm down just behind the knee and twist the left shoulder up towards the roof. Stretch the palm back and turn it up. Sweep the arm either towards the roof or towards your ear. Deeply bend into the right knee. Use the forearm to push the knee to the side. You can either look up to the top fingers or down to the bottom foot. Again, your whole body's facing the side. Take some deep breaths here and hold. It's a deep lunge in the front leg. Come all the way up. Breathe in. Turn the feet. Opposite way in the out breath. So spin the feet the opposite direction. Bend in to that left knee. Bring the forearm just behind and press it out to the side. This helps to open up the thigh. Turn the right shoulder to the roof. Whole body is still facing the side of the room. Turn your right palm up to the sky. Sweep it up towards the roof. And if that feels okay, further towards your ear. It's okay to keep it back here. towards the roof. You reach up and across that right hand, use the arm on the left side, push the knee and deeply lunge into that side. The thighs should be parallel, just meaning the hip and knee trying to get in line. Don't worry if you're further up, but never be too low down. Come all the way up. Breathe in and turn the feet the opposite direction again. This time turn your whole body to the back right foot. Lower the knee to the floor. We're going to open up a twist into that right knee. Show you from this side so you can see. My back toe underneath. Lean my upper body forwards a little. Lift the left arm up. Bring it across into the outside the thigh. Stack the hands up. And you're pressing through the top hand, trying to get the thumbs to the center of the sternum. Look down at your foot. If this feels comfortable, lift the back knee. So you're evolving your side angle. Again, looking down, easier in your balance. It's a tricky posture. Nice lunge with a twist. Take one more breath in and out. Come all the way up. And breath. Turn your feet the opposite direction. Lower the back knee. And you're lifting now the right arm. Lean forwards. Pull the elbow across to the outer thigh and the outside of the knee. Stack the hands up. Press down through the top hand. Look at the bottom foot. Extend the knee off the floor. Trying to keep the hip low. Again, this will be the position from a side view if you need. Take 2 more breaths. You're on time. Come up and breathe in. Step forwards. Breathe out. Shake the legs a little bit. Lift your knee up and outside. Do that a few times in each leg. Just to get the hips moving a little bit, that hip joint. And hold in place. Take a few breaths at the front in this mountain pose, up tall, strong breathing in and out through the nose. Deep breath in and out. Step the right foot out to the side. Turn both toes towards the side of your mat here. About a leg length distance with the feet apart. You open up the arms roughly, the wrists and the feet are in line. So if you're too close together, just go a bit wider out. If you're going out too wide, and just bring them in. It should still be a comfortable, strong, upright stance. Toes forward or turn them in a little. Bring the hands to the hips and breathe in. Brace the belly button. A wide leg fold. Move forward with your chest and back with your hips. And do this first position where you can bend your knees. Put your forearms in the inside of the thighs. Use the forearms to push the knees apart and try to lengthen your lower back. Which looks like this. From here, you lengthen this part of your back. Push and extend the hips back and lengthen the lower back. If this is very comfortable, lean forwards a little bit. Put the fingers on the floor. at the line of the big toes. Extend the knees more. Take a deep breath in, trying to lengthen your back, lower, mid, and upper back. And then as you breathe out, forward fold. This could be a little bit or a lot, trying to get the crown of the head towards the floor. You can still stay in the bent knee position. If you find a big stretch here, just hold. If not, as you breathe out, you lean forwards more. Use your hands as you exhale to pull down further and further and further till you get the crown of the head as close to the floor as your body allows. Doesn't matter where you are. Just take 2 more breaths. Inhale, extend your arms, lift your chest, lengthen your back, bring your hands onto your hips. Slowly exhale and lift, bend the knees. Heel toe the feet in towards each other, all the way in, shake the legs out. A few times, well done. Bad news is you're going to do another one, slightly different position with the hands. Okay? Bring the feet out in the same place. Just check by opening your hands, your feet roughly under your wrists and your hands. Hands to your hips, take a deep breath in. Slide the hands out towards the calves, the shins if possible, maybe the ankle. If you're far enough down, the big toe. If you find it really hard to get down in any of these positions, remember you can bend your knees a little bit. Show you from the side view. You can bend your knees a little bit to lengthen the lower back. If you're down at the toes, extend the arms, breathe in, lengthen your chest forwards, squeeze the thigh muscles. And breathe out, you're going to tilt the tailbone towards the wrist. Tilt it up, and then pull your head down. Elbows bend out to the side as you take deep breaths here. And again, it's a stretch and strengthening movement without strain. You're again trying to bring the crown of the head towards the floor, or as close as your body allows at this moment in time. Enjoy a few more breaths. So inhale next and extend your arms, lift your chest. You can bring your hands to your hips, bend your knees. Come all the way slowly up. Bring your feet in, heel toe them all the way in. Step to the front of the mat. Shake your legs off a little bit. Good. From here, step your right foot back. Turn both feet to the back of your mat. It's about 3 feet distance in between. It's not too long. Bring your hands to your hips. Really turn that left hip towards your back right toe. Push the hips back and lean forward and squeeze the thigh muscles. Pull those shoulders and elbows back and down. Lean forwards as much as you can. You can stay completely lengthened in your spine or else start to move forward more. Squeeze the thigh muscles. If your stomach lands in your thigh, you can go forward more. Just try and lengthen your back as much as possible. Meanwhile, here's my cat to join in. One more deep breath in and out. Breathe in, lift your torso upright. Breathe out, turn the feet the opposite way. Exactly the same. Okay. So again, that right hip, it's going to turn towards the front toe. Don't let it turn to the side, towards the front. Like you've got headlights and your hips shining forwards. Inhale, move forwards with your chest. Pull the shoulders back and down. Pull the elbows back. Squeeze the thigh muscles. Go to wherever you can. Feel the sensation and don't push into it. Try and breathe into those sensations. Feeling your strength at the front of the thighs to lock out the knees and stretch to the back of the left thigh. Quite tight in the calf on the right side, you might feel that too. One more breath. Come all the way up, breathe in. Step forwards as you breathe out next. Shake those legs out a little bit. Bring the feet hip width apart. Good, as we do this balance, a couple of variations. One is the hand under the thigh. The second one is using the first two fingers and thumb, like so. You're going to be holding the big toe. Okay, hands on your hips. Good to go on the right tiptoe, wherever you are. Bounce on that left side. Squeeze the muscles on the left side of the thigh. Spread the toes. Squeeze the hip. Get your body upright. Lift that knee up. Reach your hand down. What you might need to do is now pull the upper body, crunch it down to reach down for the toe. But if you can catch that, lengthen back up. If you find that too difficult, put your hand underneath your thigh. You can choose to stay here where you're completely upright. You can extend the leg a little bit or a lot forwards. But the left leg always stays locked out, as does the hip. One more deep breath. Exhale, release the foot. Just roll the standing ankle that you've done balance on once or twice. Hip width apart with the feet again. Have both feet facing forward. You don't want the standing foot turned to the side. Good. Right hand on your hip. Tiptoe on the left side. Lift the toe. Get your balance first. Lift the knee as high as you can. Reach down. Crunch your upper body down. Hold your toe. Alternately underneath your thigh. Lift your body up tall and breathe in. And exhale, either hold here or extend that leg towards the front. This posture is trying to lock out the leg whilst being upright. It just looks like this, locking out your standing leg and lengthening. Bend the knee, the front, in order to keep the length. Take a few more breaths in your own time. And the knee back and release the foot to the floor. Roll the ankles once or twice. Shake the arms out nice and loose. Great, come to the front of your mat. Hands at the sides. Lift your shoulders, breathe in, roll them back, pull them down as you breathe out. Sweep the arms up and breathe in, the sun salutation now. Exhale as you forward fold. Breathe out here. Inhale, lengthen your back. Breathe into gazing posture and step through your plank, lowering down. Again, these can be on the floor at any time. Lower high cobra. Squeeze the shoulder blades back, pull them down is the key, whichever cobra you're doing. Downward dog, exhaling. So look forwards at your hands. This warrior one on the right side. Step your right foot to the top. Spin your back heel on the floor. Bend that knee. Come all the way up. Start with your hands on your hips. Really turn your hips to the front of your mat. Bend your right knee. Extend the back heel towards the ground. Brace the belly button. Squeeze the muscles of the hips. Lift up tall. If you find this is comfortable enough, you can lift the arms. If it's not comfortable in the lower back, just keep the hands on your hips. You squeeze the back left hip, that extended leg. Take one more in and out breath. The hands to the hips. Just extend the front leg. Turn the feet the opposite direction towards the back of your mat. Bend the left knee. Same warrior one, but the right hip turning towards the back. The hips facing the back here. Start with the hands to the hips. Straighten the back leg. Bend the front knee on that left side. Brace the belly button. Squeeze the muscles around the hips. If you feel settled in the position, you can open up the arms above your head. Hold them in the air or hands to the hips for a few more breaths. Bring the hands down to your hips. I'm going to move into a warrior two from here. I'm going to turn that back right foot open. And your shoulders and hips now face the side of the room. Open your arms out. Might be a little bit of a longer stance. You bend it deeply into the left knee. Straighten the right leg. Pull the shoulders back and top of the hips. Extend the arms. And look down that front left hand. Just hold that position here. Just face you so you know. Shoulders are over the hips. Deep lunge in the front knee. Look towards the front hand. It's your warrior two. Inhale, turn the feet the opposite way, and exhale deeply into that opposite side, which should be your right. Pull the shoulders back and top of the hips. Sink the hips down. Extend your back left leg. Bend your front right knee. And gaze down the front hand. Squeeze the muscles of the hips. Brace the belly button. Another 3 breaths. With the arms, extend the legs, step to the front. Great. Have a seat onto your mat. Just going to do 1 or 2 postures, then we're going to be relaxing. Okay. First one here, shuffle your hips right and left, scoot your hips behind, lean slightly forwards, move your hips right and left. It's great for the lower back as well as tilting the tailbone and your sitting bones back. Then your knees to start off. Hug your thighs into your stomach and lift and lengthen from the lower back, mid back, upper back. Hold on to your thighs, ankles, calves or toes. And really, as you breathe in, really lift your chest, lengthen your back as much as possible. As you breathe out, bend the elbows out to the side and fold down. Stomach and rib cage on your thighs and your nose towards your shins. Look at your toes or ankles. If that feels comfortable, extend the legs more without breaking the contact of your stomach or your thighs. Knees can stay bent. Again, mild to light intensity. Feel the sensations without heavy strain, but there's always going to be effort. Take one more deep breath. Inhale, lift your chest, extend the arms. Exhale, bring the hands back. So you're going to bend the knees, have the feet hip width apart. Place the hands about 2 or 3 steps behind. Turn the fingers out to the side of the mat. So a little bit easier in the wrists. You're going to pull the shoulder blades back. Push into the floor with your hands. Lift your chest. Extend the elbows. If this is comfortable, lift the hips a little bit or a lot. It's a reverse table. Really pull those shoulder blades back. Press into the floor. Hips can lift up as high as you would like. Looking forwards is a lot easier than letting your head drift back. So forwards a little bit nicer in the neck. Take one more breath in. Lowering slowly your hips to the floor as you breathe out. Just come off the hands, roll the wrists a couple of times. Not used to putting weight on your hands. It can be quite difficult. Right. Extend your legs. Lie back onto your mat. Move your shoulder blades and hips around a little bit. And let the feet fall out to the side. Turn the palms up to the roof. And then let the arms hang out by the side of your body a few inches away. Close your eyes. Tilt the chin down towards the chest to lengthen the neck. Relax the muscles of your throat. Start to feel the weight of your body on the ground. As you notice the body resting, as you let it rest a little bit more, it gets heavier on the ground. This final pose, Shavasana, is more about relaxing your muscles and letting them ease out any effort from previous postures. Just allowing yourself to sink into the floor in these next few minutes. If you have the time, stay for the next few minutes in relaxation. Just allow your body to breathe and notice the body as it settles on the floor and gets heavier. Again, stay there for a few more minutes if possible. If you've got that time tonight. Otherwise, you're going to end the practice here tonight. You can stay on, relax, and just take that extra time. Let your body breathe. I'll see you again soon. Namaste.